Hello, dear viewers. Today I'm going to be talking about the deals India signed with the UAE and the EU. Let's begin. Hello, I am a global nationalist. I support nationalism in my country, India, and in all countries around the globe. Today I'm going to be talking about Indian nationalism and current events, focusing on the deals India signed with the European Union and the United Arab Emirates. I want to do summarize those deals and compare them to each other. Let's begin. The European Union and India announced on January 27, 2026, the India-EU Free Trade Agreement had concluded at the India-EU Summit that this FTA slashes or removes tariffs on the vast majority of goods. India will eliminate the duties on 93% of EU imports by value. The EU will do so for 99% of Indian exports. Indian textiles and garments face about 10% duties in the EU. These are expected to be reduced gradually, which would help Indian exporters compete more effectively against Bangladesh and Vietnam in Europe's vast apparel market. Electronics and machinery imports sourced from Europe are also likely to become cheaper once certain duties are eased. This supports Indian manufacturers who currently bear high import costs on specialized components. Reports also indicate that Indian machinery and electronics exporters could find it easier to enter the European market as technical barriers are lowered. And the FTA is expected to create clearer and more predictable movement rules for Indian professionals in IT, engineering, and consulting. And this will create an increase in service exports, which would significantly improve India's foreign earnings and open more opportunities for skilled workers. President of the UAE, His Highness, and this is the deal between India and the UAE. The President of the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, visited India on January 19, 2026, for discussions with the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. India and UAE have a bilateral trade of $100 billion in financial year 2024 to 2025, and now both countries aiming to double it to $200 billion by 2032. The Bharat Mart in Dubai's Jebel Ali Free Zone will be a large distribution hub support spanning 2.7 million square feet. It will have 1,500 showrooms where Indian companies can display and show their products. This will assist Indian exporters, especially small and medium businesses, reach customers in Africa, Europe, and the Middle East without going through middlemen. And in energy cooperation and LNG supply, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited signed a deal with Abu Dhabi National Oil Company Gas. Under this agreement, India will receive zero point 0.5 million tons of liquefied natural gas every year for 10 years, starting in 2028. The UAE is now India's second largest LNG supplier after Qatar. And this steady supply supports India's plan to increase the share of natural gas in its energy mix to 15% by 2030. Defense partnership. The two countries signed a letter of intent for a strategic defense partnership. This agreement moves beyond joint military exercises to actual industrial collaboration. The partnership will cover defense manufacturing, technology transfer, training security, cybersecurity, and counterterrorism. I support both of these deals. I think that they will help India economically, that India's exports to both the European Union and the UAE will increase with these deals, and trade will grow between both countries and regions, and that uh, Indian migrants getting opportunities in the EU to work there will help India in the short term, as it'll help Indians send remittances to India. But I don't particularly like this kind of additions India makes to deals, trade deals, where immigration is added. I think India should try to protect and preserve its workforce within the country so that they work in India and pay taxes in India, spend um, consumer money in India. But I understand that remittances also help India. And when these workers come back to India with superior skills, they can help Indians here get jobs and develop industries. So I see that within the short term, this it does help India, and it'll also allow India to get imports from these countries. European Union goods will be cheaper in India, which will help Indian consumers buy more affordable products and uh, increase their savings. So yeah, I think that this both these deals are great for India. They will India will have a steady partnership with the UAE, which is already good. It'll get better. The UAE will get integrated into its economy and prevent it from acting hostilely to India, which is and because the UAE is friendly with Israel, this can help create a link between India to the UAE to Israel, make all three countries closer. So yeah, I'm very much for it, and think both these deals are of very high quality, very well negotiated by the Indian team. And I think they will also benefit the other parties, the EU and the UAE also. And that's all I wanted to say. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to see other videos about Indian nationalism and current events, click here. If you want to see my previous video, click here. If you want to see the sources I use for this video, click links in the description below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.